Okay, welcome to our weekly team call. This is the first call of July, and this is a really special call because not only is it the first call of a new month, but we are officially into the second half of the year. So no matter what happened in the first half of the year, no matter what happened last month, like it is go time. Whatever goals that you had for the beginning of the year, I can say like the goals that I had have not been accomplished, but I think about it this way is I was like, I'm really bummed that I didn't get, my goal was I really wanted to be 5-star at this point already. And I mean, I have that goal every year, but I was like, I'm going to make it happen by summit, by the halfway point of the year. And that didn't happen. However, what I thought about that is I still have a second half of the year that I can use to make it happen. So if you're feeling like just beating yourself up over what you haven't accomplished this year, what maybe hasn't gone your way, or what, you still have to do. Instead, I want you guys to take a minute tonight to think about everything that you have accomplished, how you have shown up, things that you have done, and just instead of being like, well, haven't gotten to diamond yet, and my end of year goal was diamond, or my, whatever goals that you have for your business, you can be like, okay, this is a new launching point. With like the launch happening this month with MM100, with the coach launch window just opening yesterday, with the official launch happening later this month, like it's such a good time to just go all in. And I feel like a broken record because I say that every month, but like then there are things like this that happen with the launch and with how they're doing it this time that just make it so much easier on us coaches, and like so that just help us so much. So I really hope you guys, no matter where you're at today, no matter where you ended last month, no matter if you're brand new, whether you've been a coach for a while, whatever, just like get excited about what you can accomplish in the next 5 or 6 months. And not only that, but think about what like your life would look like and what your business could look like in January. And that's like a really exciting time too, because then if you hustle really hard these next 6 months, like your business will look completely different come January and completely different come February. Like you'll give yourself pay raises. Hopefully you'll like see your rank go up and all of these things. So I just really want you guys to get excited and see the potential that is still there in the second half of the year. But also, that being said, like it's officially crunch time. If you had big goals for this year, like, and you haven't been going after them, it's time to like put your foot on the gas. Like no more months can go by with you just playing small. And you just like, so it's kind of, it's motivating and it's also a reality check. Like this is the month where if you really want to make this year still your year, that you go all in. And you go all in with this launch, and that will be really fun. And like if you no matter where you're at with that, like if you've been talking about it, if you're just getting started talking about it, like again, the coach window just opened yesterday. So who ordered their pack, their MM100, unlocked their workouts, did their coach thing? Well, everybody should, because as of yesterday, we all have access to that. You want to get, I think it's the best deal to get one of the completion packs or challenge packs because they are such a good deal. And then when you add anything on after that, you get an additional 10% off. So it's a good time to stock up on other performance line stuff, on beach bars, 3-day refreshes, anything like that. And they're just such a good deal. And then the how it works is, so when you unlock those workouts and when you get your pack, you guys will get entrance into Jericho's special coach chess group for the program, which is really exciting. And the coach chess group is always really fun because you get to hear a lot from the trainer. You get to like, they check in, you get to hear like behind the scenes stuff, and you get to say you are in a coach exclusive test group with the creator of the program. So that kind of has bragging rights. And then you get access right now to the first 10 workouts from the calendar. And I want to say, no matter what program you're currently committed to, it's really important to get on the launches. Like if you don't, you're missing a big opportunity. So it's really important, no matter what program you're currently committed to, that you shift gears and get committed to this program and the launch. So you want to get your accessory bundle or your completion pack or your challenge pack, no matter what. Like they're amazing deals, and it's cool that as coaches, we can get those. And then you get the first 10 workouts, and then you get the 5 prep workouts, and we'll have access to those to the 16th. So what happens on the 16th is that they open the customer window. And so the first 10 workouts will go away. They're just doing that special for coaches, which I kind of love because it helps us hype up the program. It gives us a special taste to like share about it on our stories, on our Instagram, on our Facebook, that type of thing, to, you know, really connect with the program first as coaches, and then get people started with that, and also use it as an opportunity to like leverage getting people started. But then on the 16th, everybody gets the 5 prep workouts still, and then the 29th, all of the programs are open, or all of the workouts and everything else. The program's officially unlocked, and everybody can start their challenge group or test group for it. But yeah, like there's still so much time, and it's going to be such a fun month because this program, we talked about it so much lately, but it's 100 days. And so what I love about it is that it really gives somebody time to commit to themselves and really fall in love with the program, the products, and with what we do. So the people who really commit with you are going to be people who are going to make amazing coaches. Like you will hear me say that over and over again, but like that's the opportunity that comes with the launch. So if you want people who are going to work the business, you want people to like run with you, and you do, like that's what we want. We all want as coaches. The people who join this and really commit with you, make that group special. Make whatever you do special, because that will be a really fun way to just get people engaged and join your group.
I wanted to add that I think with it being 100 days, that now would be, I mean, we already talk about accountability, and that's a big part of the draw, I think, you know, to what we offer for people is, you know, you don't have to do it alone. You can do it with me and my community. That's something that we say as coaches. But with the program this long, it's even more now important to drive that in. Like, you know, you can admit too that you've never done a program this long, and that you're looking for that extra accountability. Like you have it with your group, but you're looking for other people to really help hold you accountable so you can hold them accountable. So I think, you know, there's some new people on tonight. And so it's nice to think of it like if this is like your first launch as a new coach, it's extra exciting because you can use that in like to your advantage for, and if maybe you need to engage your business and it's been a while, then like utilize that. Be like, you know, I'm really excited to do this program and I want people to join me. And you can put that publicly. You can just talk to everyone in your life that you know that could benefit from doing this with you, just to extra hold you accountable. So I think that's something we can lean on. Me and Mary were talking yesterday, and we were talking about thinking about when we first started versus now, and kind of getting back into that mindset of what it was like when we first started, and how hard certain things were. Because I think now that I've been doing this longer, I think this happens to all of us, it becomes such a like way of life, you know, our workouts, our meal plan, hold on, baby, that not that it's never like easy, but it becomes more of a lifestyle. And we have to kind of put ourselves kind of back in the shoes of a new person that is just starting, and how overwhelming and like nerve-wracking it could be. And so 100 days is totally life-changing. I heard one time someone say it takes 21 days to make a habit, another 21 days to really get, I forget what the verbiage was, but then it's like by the third challenge, it's like a true lifestyle. Cause really like you can make a habit and then fall right off. So like 100 days has the potential to really give you a life for customer, like someone that really is going to stick around, and then hopefully even become a coach and be like, you know, a big asset to your team. So yeah, like I was just thinking, me and Mary were talking yesterday about kind of putting ourselves in that mindset of like, what held us back when we were brand new coaches, and thinking back to those objections that maybe we had. And so that could give you ideas for your social media, ways to kind of share about this in a way that you're excited, but also acknowledging what some people might be scared of. And sorry, Kate, I'm rambling now, but we had another idea that I didn't even tell you about, but I know we've done in the past, like we'll share each other's transformation photos and stuff, and I love that. But I was thinking that kind of tying in transformation photos and objections. So like, you know, maybe somebody on the team's objection was they didn't think at-home workouts would work for them, or they didn't think they had the time, or they didn't think they could ever stick with something, whatever, like whatever one of their reasons for hesitating to get started, or something they were nervous about. So it could be like a before and after, and then a little snippet about, so it could be like an image or something that we make, and then we could save it in the team files, so then we could share it with like on each other's social media. Because I feel like that's a way to not just like weight transformations. Yes, they're eye-catching, but they don't always motivate everyone. And I want it to be, I think we all agree that this is like about true lifestyle changes. And so I think it'd be really cool to have before and after photos of anyone that wanted to show those on the team, along with some verbiage of like who they are, or like something about what success they've had and what thing they overcame to get started. And then we could share it on each other's pages. Because I think that could be really great for all of us to kind of show some different aspects of the team. And I think it would be really cool for new people that either don't have a transformation yet, or just struggle with like what the heck to say. So that was just an idea that, I don't know, I thought that could be cool.
I love that. And it actually ties in with something because, so Amanda Rakowski and Kelly Smith started doing something cool when they did a retreat, is they took a bunch of cute photos and then they took photos from that. And when they were promoting their coach workshop, they shared the photos that they took at the retreat, but it could literally be a transformation photo from the program. It could be like a selfie, whatever, but then just sharing their story and talking about this coach came, like, this is their life. This is, you know, what they've overcome, and like having that template so we could make something pretty. Amber and I could like put it together for like using what is that other one that everybody uses, and I use it too and I forget about it, Unfold, to make pretty like story templates for our Instagram stories with that, with the transformations. And it's a fun way to share about coaching, and to share everybody's stories. And I think hearing people's objections are really powerful, because it takes the excuses away from somebody when you show them, yes, we felt this way too and we overcame that. So I'm all about that. I love that. That's such a good idea. Such a good idea. Okay, so it is a brand new month, obviously. And one thing that we wanted to talk about tonight was goals, and goals for the month. And I really wanted you guys to set them up around, I want you guys to dream big and like think big this month, because it is a launch month and you can do so much with it. Like if you get behind the hype of a new program. So really like push yourselves when you're thinking about your goals, but take some time to like write them out, and we can do that on here. I actually wrote most of mine out, and then I also started when I had some time earlier today, like writing them out and like making them pretty just for myself, because like I write them out every time. I write them on a whiteboard so I see them, but like I wanted something actually, I've like seen Amber do it, and I've seen Lee from America do it. It's not a coach, but she does pretty like intentions. So I like wrote out, and I'm still not done because I just wrote out my business ones, but I wrote out like July intentions. And obviously if you don't have a lot of time in your schedule, you're like, don't waste your time doing that. Waste your time actually doing the behaviors and the vitals and the things that will get you where you want to be. But it's also like knowing yourself and knowing how you visualize it. But there is something that says like pen to paper, and really does like help your brain rewire itself and work towards it. And if you're seeing those every day, like it's fun to make cute little graphics for your phone, or just something, if you have a whiteboard, writing them out, but taking the time to write out your goals for the month. So I thought I would share my goals first, and then we can talk about goals that you guys have. But I just really want to encourage everybody to think really big with the Morning Meltdown launch, because again, the cool thing is this month and how Beachbody does it now is if somebody wants to do this program, so you're talking about it, you got your pack and you got the workouts and you're sharing about the workouts, and you like, the cool thing is they can only get the workouts through a coach for the first month. So this month, I would think about it too as like when you're sharing about it, like they can only get it through you. After this month and after the unlock, I don't know if it counts. I'm pretty sure next month, like people can start getting it on BOD or just separately, like without a coach. Do you know what I'm talking about, Amber? How they do it through like a coach exclusive? You don't?
No, I don't. Because isn't anytime anyone buys anything, they're attached to a coach, I thought.
I mean, they are, but in the past, like they'll sign up and they can get it through like the Team Beachbody website and then they're assigned a coach. But when the program first launches, they can only get it, like they just started this a year ago. I think with 80 Day Obsession was that for the first month that it launched, it was only available through us coaches. So if somebody wanted to purchase it, they couldn't just go to the website, or if they don't already have a coach. So that's kind of cool. But I just want you guys to like hype that up. And if you guys aren't aware, there is this really cool thing that Amy put together for the entire downline. So that means all of you, I'm going to see if I can find the group and then share it, do a share screen really quick. She created a Snoop group. So it was funny because this time last year, Amber and I did it for Live 4 and then we never used it. But Amy created a Snoop group for the team to use, and that includes all of you guys. Wait, share screen. So let me show you. So if you guys haven't seen this, I know Amber and I both posted links to join in the team pages, but it's called Melt and Set Your Soul on Fire MM100 info group. So if you're somebody who struggles with scripts or you struggle with inviting and you're sharing and you're like, I don't know about how to talk to people about this, what you can do is you can add them to this info group, because what's really cool is that there is a learning section. And so the first unit is like, welcome. So everybody goes and like welcomes, and it's like a little welcome party. There's like 73 people who have gone through it. And then the next unit is like, what is Morning Meltdown 100? And so it talks about the program and the convenience, and there's the cool video that Carl did. It talks about Jericho. It talks about what makes the program unique. And then they can just go through the units to learn about it. Like it shares video testimonials from the coach test group, which is really cool. And everybody's story. And then it talks about the prep workouts that you get access to when you purchase. And I believe it has the sample of the sample workout link so they can try it, all that good stuff. And then it talks about the nutrition plans and the different options. So it's really giving everybody just like the down low. So really it's your job to like invite people to it and be like, I've got this awesome group telling you all about this new program that just launched that I'm going to be doing with my team. And we're going to get a big test group together. If you want to learn, I can add you to this group. You can learn all about it. And then it talks about like what comes in the packages. But what's really cool is it also talks about the pricing, and it talks about the accessory packs. So if people already have BOD, it talks about the existing clients who have Beachbody On Demand, and then packages for new clients. So it shows everything that they get. So cool. And then we are actually running a like little mini 14-day challenge in there with the prep workouts and the 10 workouts that you unlock. So it's really fun. It talks about like, she's literally already posted, like it's here. So the coach window. So when you add somebody, they get to see the benefits of enrolling as a coach, and then they can get it now. And then we started like this mini challenge, like I said. So every day for the next 14 days, or now the next 12 days, it's this little mini challenge where it talks about the workout or what workout we're doing. And then I have a little like just accountability thing for them to do. So it shows them why our groups are cool. It adds value to what we do. And there's like a ton of people posting in there. And it's all coaches. So if you are in there and you do have it, make sure you post to it, especially if you're adding people to it, because it's just what we do. And we want to create a fun challenge group experience for people. But if you're somebody who struggles with the scripts, or you're like, I never know what to say to people, and I really want to invite people, you can invite them to this group, because this is for you to use. And it's going to be up this whole month. And so I just really want to encourage everybody to use it well they can, because it's an easy tool that you literally don't have to do anything. Like, you guys literally don't, though all the work is done. So all you have to do is add people to it and participate, just like the sneak peeks that we run. And so, yeah, getting back to goals though, I wanted you guys to know that you have that option available for you to use as a tool if you didn't know that it was there. But so goals that you should have each month revolve around helping people get started, Success Club goal. And I would say to think outside of Success Club too. So that's why I say help people get started with something. Obviously you want to hit a Success Club goal. Like, you want to set a goal for Success Club because it really is the backbone to this business. There are fun incentives around it, but you also want to set goals outside of that too. And remember that if somebody can't afford starting with a challenge pack, get them started with something. If they can't afford a challenge pack, get them started with a year of BOD. If they can't afford a year of BOD, get them started with a quarterly membership. If they can't afford that, get them started with a free 14-day trial. Like, they can afford free. So, like, there's always a way to get somebody started. So I want you to set a goal of how many people you want to help this month, and then a Success Club goal. So the goal is always Success Club 5 is the bare minimum. 10, if you're Emerald or you're also shooting for Emerald this month, is definitely a great goal, because that means you're helping 5 people get started with a challenge pack, Shakeology, or something on Home Direct that equals 90 PV. And the cool thing is, when you hit Success Club 10 and you're at least an Emerald coach, you get paid customer leads. And so Beachbody gives you customers who are going to be signing up, like I mentioned earlier with Team Beachbody. So people who sign up for the website and buy programs and products, like, you get their free commission. So that's really cool. Beachbody rewards you for helping people. And then when you hit Success Club 5 and you're at least an Emerald coach, you get free leads. So these are people who signed up for a free coach and maybe the free trial. And the next time they purchase something, you get credit for that. And you can also help them, invite them to your group. But those are the benefits of that. And then also, when you are an Emerald coach, if you're not currently Emerald, you start earning Team Cycle bonuses. And this month, with the coach window for this group, and with our coach workshop that we'll be doing after Summit, and with Jericho's coach test group, like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be signing people up as coaches. The past couple weeks we've talked about these like scripts, these Get to Diamond ASAP scripts, that I know Amber and I have also both shared in the team pages. But it just talks about getting people started as coaches, even if it's for the discount. And I don't want you guys to think that's like a dirty thing. If you're a brand new coach and you're on this call and you feel like overwhelmed with the idea of Success Club, or like getting people started as a challenger, let alone a coach, it just provides them extra accountability. They get added to the team groups if they want to be. This month, if they're getting a challenge pack for like Morning Meltdown 100, they also get added to Jericho's coach test group. So I think that's really cool, because it gives them that inside exclusive. It gets them that extra like learning from the trainer. It saves them money. They get a discount. It was actually really funny, because I just re-enrolled one of my girls who was like, she was a discount coach, and then she decided to coach for a little while, and then she decided to cancel her account, but she really wanted to do Morning Meltdown 100. And she gets a performance stack every single month. She's like, but how much is the coach fee? And I was like, dude, you're paying $110 for your Recover and your Energize. It goes down to $82 with the coach discount. You are still saving $15 when you become a coach. You're saving $15 a month, and it's just a better deal. And then you get access to the workouts. So like, it's just saving people money. And I think sometimes people get overwhelmed by the idea of being a coach, or they think that they have to coach. And the cool thing about those Get to Diamond ASAP scripts that are in the team files is it literally explains people don't have to coach. They can literally just do it for the discount, the extra accountability, and, you know, in this case, get into Jericho's test group. So anyways, getting to Emerald, or, you know, at least recruiting coaches if you're already Emerald this month, should be even made easier, just because there are so many options and it's really beneficial to be a coach this month. So you should have a goal around how many coaches you want to recruit. I know they're for sure in the Set Your Soul on Fire files. I don't know if they're in the Team TCB files. I know for sure they're in Set Your Soul on Fire. And I think I put them in Team Live and Love. I know they're like floating around. If you like even type it into the search, I'm sure you can find them. But I will, we can just make sure they're added. What was I going to say? So you want to goal around Success Club, how many people you're going to help, how many coaches you want to recruit if you're shooting for a rank. So if you're a coach rank right now, you want to make your goal Emerald or above. And you can also I like to also set goals around my fitness, or around my nutrition, and around my personal development, and also around my social media. So just different ways to like set goals. But now I will share what goals I made. So my first goal is get my 2-star back. I have the goal of Success Club 50 with MM100. And I always like, I keep setting the goal every single month to hit Success Club 50. I haven't done it yet, and I don't feel discouraged by it. It's just, I'm not going to take it off my freaking goal until I achieve it. And then I'm like, with Morning Meltdown 100, that's 25 people. And so I'm like, I can do that. And then 15 new PS coaches, and then start 3-star qual, help one of my personally sponsored coaches get to Diamond, as well as get my second CBC to Diamond, help at least 5 coaches personally sponsored coaches get into Success Club. My goal is for 15 coaches in our downline to be in Success Club at least, 4 new personally sponsored Emerald coaches, 10 new Emerald coaches in the downline, post at least once a day on different social media platforms, go live weekly, and to boost volume and more one-on-one calls with the team. So those were like my big business goals that I set this month. And then of course, I also have, but it's more as like a personal goal, is continue with personal development, start a new PD book. I just actually was sent one that was The Joy of Missing Out, Live More by Doing Less. So I'm going to do that. And then rock workouts at least 4 days a week. And I say that because sometimes right now my body just doesn't want to let me. So I'm doing what I can. Follow To Be Mindset, and those were. And then I also have a rebranding goal, just because I feel like I want to revamp my social media. So those were my big goals. I don't know if anybody wants to share theirs or ask questions about goals.
I'll go, just because she's being quiet right now. So mine are kind of similar, I think. So my goals are to hit Success Club 30 and get 10 new personally sponsored coaches with this launch. 5 of my personally sponsored coaches advance to Emerald. 5 of my personally sponsored coaches rank advance to Diamond. Have 20 coaches in my entire downline be in Success Club. And then that's just like business. I mean, this is kind of business too, but I just started To Be Mindset again. I tried doing it last May, and I did it for like 3 weeks and saw some results, but then I got pregnant and the thought of vegetables made me really sick. Bless you. And there's a lot of vegetables in this meal plan. Side note, I ate so much cabbage in the last 24 hours that I gave myself crazy gas. Like it hurts so bad. And I was like, am I dying? And I was like, oh my God, I just ate more. Like you eat so much on this program, which is great. But I had like cabbage and then a bunch of broccoli. Yeah, not smart. Anyway, so it's day 2. But you're supposed to weigh yourself every day, which is kind of weird, but I'm down like 4 pounds of bloat, I'm sure. There's no way you can lose 4 pounds in a day. So I'm just assuming it's water weight. But so my plan is to continue doing To Be Mindset for the rest of the month. Also because I'm a certified master coach in Ultimate Portion Fix. I love the Portion Fix containers. I'll probably be back. But because with Morning Meltdown 100, you get to, like, there's the potential to add on either To Be Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix. I think it'd be cool for me personally to kind of revisit To Be Mindset, because then that will just give me, I can kind of make those recommendations for my customers as an add-on if they want to upgrade to a nutrition plan. And obviously, have results this month to share. And then I want to get back in the habit of posting on my social media more. Side note, there like some algorithms and stuff with Instagram has kind of been changing. I know some people are kind of noticing that it's engagement's weird and some things are different. And Instagram goes through these periods of time from, every once in a while where they revamp things or they get rid of things. Like they got rid of Captivate, and they're really cracking down on third-party apps that people use to build their social media. And I was talking to Kate about it, because Kate was like, who taught me all about social media? Like I didn't know anything. Like she's the one who helped me build my social media. But basically it was just about posting regularly, engagement, showing up, making sure that your feed had eye-catching photos, being, authentic and vulnerable and sharing. And at that time we did three a day before there were stories. And I was thinking about it because on one hand, it sucks that like Captivate's not around anymore, but Kate brought up a good point today when I was talking to her about it, where she was like, yeah, but we didn't have that when we started. And I was like, oh yeah. So like, it sucks if people have been using it, but at the same time, I think it could be a blessing that Instagram is cracking down on these third-party apps, because it's just going to bring it back to the authenticness of, algorithms. We can't help what's going on with that. But the only thing we can do to increase it, I think, is to up our engagement, up our posts. So my goal is to go back to 2 to 3 a day. Because for a long time, I was just doing like 1 a day and just on my stories a lot. And I think, I don't know if that is going to boost my engagement, but whatever. It's just, I'm going to try it. So that's a goal for me this month, is to just be more present on my posts, not just my stories. And get back to doing 1 YouTube video a week. And I'm doing a manifestation mindset, e-course thing that I found online. And so I'm just really diving, that's like my personal development for this month. So that's something that I'm really going to invest my extra time into. So those are my goals.
And one thing I want to say too, it makes me feel old when we were talking about that. I'm like, we didn't have Captivate when we started and we built our following. But I will say that one thing, obviously, my goal is revamp, because now I saw a bump when I did my pregnancy announcement, and now I'm having to rebrand, because obviously what worked for me before isn't going to work for me now, type of thing. And I think it's just a reminder to grow, and that no matter your social media is your storefront. And you guys have probably heard me say this before a billion times, but I just want to reiterate, your social media is your storefront. And if something isn't working, it's time to not complain or not give a pity party. Literally all year I've lost followers. I have not gained followers since 2018. Just so you know, I was at 24, and this sounds so stupid to say. It sounds like, it's hashtag white people problems, or I don't even, influencer problems, but I lost I don't even know. I'm I had 24,000 plus followers, and now I only have 21,000. But I'm that sounds so stupid to say, but I want you guys to know that I literally have lost like 3,000 followers this year. And I just like, it's just happened. And I a few times, like every time I see the number drop, I'm like, darn. And then I'm like, okay, but what can I do differently? Instead of being like that, I'm like, me being like bummed out about it and me blaming the algorithm or whatever, isn't going to help. And I know a lot of that's on me because when I was going through a breakup, when I first found out I was pregnant, I didn't post for like a month. I went and off the grid for the first time in my 5 years that I've been a coach. And that definitely affected my business and it affected my social media. Just so you guys know, even being a coach for 5 years, like I did feel that and I'm still feeling effects of that. So just know when you go MIA, that shit does affect you. So like I'm trying to rebrand myself and I'm trying to take better quality pictures. I need to get a new iPhone again because I feel like my photo quality is like meh, but like look at those things too. Find different ways that instead of being like, okay, I can't use Captivate anymore, or I can't do this, or I can't, my hashtags aren't working the same. Like look for like successful Instagram accounts, find pretty pictures and like things that you can make your own. Find different ways to add value. Look at like successful Instagrammers and what they're doing and how you can recreate that for yourself. But I think sometimes it's easy to like just blame what's happening with the algorithm. And I mean, that's out of our control. So all we can continue to do is show up and just be better and like learn. And so even though I've been doing this for 5 years now, I still have to learn. I'm still learning the new algorithm. I'm still learning how to make my photos prettier, more eye-catching, different ways to talk about things to get people's attention. But just know that everybody feels that. And you just have to focus on, instead of like, what a bummer it is that, you lost followers. Like I lost 3,000 followers. That's a lot of fucking followers. But, or 3,000. But like, I'm just going to be like, what can I do better? How can I re-engage people? And it's actually been really funny. When I announced my pregnancy, I gained a lot of new followers, but I also lost a lot of followers because it wasn't my same demographic. And I'm like, you know what? I was like butthurt about it, but then I'm like, those aren't my people. Those aren't the people I'm going to work with. So it doesn't matter. And that's one thing that I want you guys to remember too with this is you want to attract people that you want to work with. You want to attract your tribe. You want to have fun with it. Social media should be a fun thing. And it can suck because you kind of sometimes have to learn. You have to be willing to critique yourself. You have to be willing to ask for help. You have to, learn different photo skills and like editing apps and all these things, but it really does benefit you and it benefits your business. And before I forget about it, and dive back into goals really, really quickly, I want to touch on, if you guys didn't see, Amy got her Facebook deactivated. And that sucks. And so earlier today, Rachel was like asking me, I was like, she was like asking me to make her an admin in a couple groups because Amy's not in there anymore. And so she's using Kevin's account, but she's not even sure right now if she's going to be able to get her account back. Just so you guys know. And so she has always said, and literally what happened when she said that, is that good thing I got everybody's email. So please do not run your business strictly on Instagram or Facebook. Like you do not have a business and you don't have a client or you don't have a prospect until you have somebody's email. So I really want to touch on that really quick. When you're talking to people, make sure you're moving it over to email, even if they never respond or like you're struggling with follow-ups or whatever, like emails are very important. Just wanted to share that. And then also know that like it's happening to a lot of coaches because Facebook just switched their guidelines and I was reading them today. So before you could post something to your like page and then share it to your personal page, that is a no-no. That is now like that Facebook will flag you for it. And if it's like something about coaching or something about if you are an admin of that like page. So what I read was like, if you're an admin of that page, the business page, and you share it to your personal page, because they know those accounts are linked, like that gets flagged and that can possibly get your account taken down. However, if you have like a significant other share your post to your page or somebody like a friend share it, then it gets you like boost and like it boosts it. So it's really interesting. And even like, something was saying for like getting post interactions, people like now the way the Facebook algorithm works is they won't boost your post if people like it. They want them to react to it. However, However, you can't physically say, react to my post. You can't say, I want you to love it or laugh it, because Facebook like sees that. And so they will suppress it because they think it's like buying. Anyways, it's just something to learn and to note. But going back to Amy's, what happened is that, so Facebook is saying that you can't make any specific like health claims. And with people's transformations, it was like supposedly a violation of like a claim, which is ridiculous because you think of all the other negative shit and all the crazy shit you see on Facebook. And then you're like, wait, but you can't post an amazing transformation of somebody changing their life. Like that's a violation. That's a community violation for your personal page. But that's what happened. And so posting transformations, if you are posting it, so what Amy said, she went live as Kevin and Set Your Soul on Fire. And I shared the video to Team Love and Love. So you want to make sure you watch it, or go to Set Your Soul on Fire and watch it. But she was just saying one thing that they were talking about in the roundtable, because this has happened to a couple top coaches recently and other coaches too. There's been like 2 other people in the team who had their accounts disabled within the last like 48 hours. So if you are talking about Morning Meltdown, or if you're talking about a fitness program or your upcoming challenge group, post like an eye-catching photo, talk about it in the caption, but then like point to it and say, but like, you're like, check out the comments if you want to see amazing transformations, and post the transformation photos in the comment section of the photo, because that's not being flagged. What is being flagged is like when it is visible, but also knowing like it's your personal page and you're promoting your business. And this is something that they had before, and then they were like cracking down on it a couple years ago, and then they were more lenient about it, but now they're cracking down on it again. So there's a chance that in like a few months they'll be lenient on it again. But just know that you want to find different ways to share about it if you're using your personal page, and making sure that you're posting transformation photos in the comment section if you're posting about it, and not the actual photo. But there's also like the guidelines that I will try to post with the recording of this call too, if I remember and if I can find them again, that you can read through, so you know, because there were so many things that have like changed that are good to note just for personal use, because nobody wants their account disabled. Like that sucks. Amy's like feeling super bummed out about it because she's not sure if she's going to get it back or not. And I mean, most people do, but it's still like, it sucks. And it's scary because this is how we run our businesses. But that's why it's important to make sure you guys are getting people's emails and having multiple things. Like Amber's doing YouTube, and I need to get on the YouTube train. I have forever. Like I post our team calls there, but I don't really post things anymore. But it's another like stream of followers and people that you can influence. And there's blogs and like so many different ways, but that's why it's important to have multiple ways to connect with people, but always making sure that if something did happen to your Instagram or your Facebook, that you still have people's emails, so you still have a business if that ever does happen. Anyways, now we can go back to goals now. Just want to do a quick PSA.
Reese is quiet right now. I'll go if that's cool. Everyone else. Okay. So I'm calling my Morning Meltdown group No Matter What 100. So I'll start with like my personal physical goals. I'm going to do the Morning Meltdown 100 workouts that came out, but also do 21 Day Fix Real Time, which is what my girls are doing right now in my group. And then like stick to the containers really strictly, because I find that that's what works best for me. When I was on To Be Mindset, I was like, let's eat everything. Oh, what do they call it? Like an accessory to your meal? I was like all accessorized. It was not, I don't have self-control for that. And then just making sure that I'm drinking my Shakeology and using the performance line. And I'm going to read Girl Stop Apologizing. That's like my book goal. I did read a book yesterday though, I think it was called The Art of Influence. It was really weird. It like popped out to me in my, it was in my office. It must be one of my husband's book, but I read the whole thing yesterday. It was super interesting. I should share some takeaways in Team TCB. And then my social media goals are 1 Instagram or Facebook post daily, at least 10 stories daily, and then go live once a week. Like that's the new one that I'm adding on there. And then my business goals are Diamond, Success Club 40, which is super far out of my comfort zone. But when I think of it, like 20 people starting Morning Meltdown 100 with me, like that doesn't seem so overwhelming, where Success Club 40 kind of seems overwhelming, but I'm just going to take it one day at a time. And then 10 new coaches. Don't miss any team calls, which tonight I was down walking the lake, and it started downpouring. I was down there with my family and I'm like, it's almost 6. I got to get home, which, I mean, I'm just thankful that I even remember that it's a priority, because there's been a long time that I didn't even think of it as a priority to me. And like right now, this is a priority to me. So yeah. And then just make $250 a week, which is $1,000 a month, which I've worked as a barista for 15 years. I also own a coffee stand, and like that's about what I would make in tips. And if I want to continue to stay home with my baby, then I got to start bringing home a little more money. So yeah, those are my goals.
I love that. And sometimes I do think when we think Success Club, like a number like 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 40, like it's a lot. You're like, wait. But then when you think about it, you cut that number in half and you're like, it's like 20 people. And then you think about, how many people you can talk to in a day and how just what you can do to get there. Like reverse engineering it helps. And it also like what motivates you. If you're not motivated by Success Club, be like, I want to help 20 people get started with Morning Meltdown 100. Like get really specific and figure out what motivates you and what gets you going. But I love those goals.
I'll go if you guys want one more at least before we're done.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, I was making sure I didn't want to forget one piece of mine too. Okay. So I have Success Club 10 as my minimum, and I convert that when I write my goals out. I do it as 5 people that I'll be helping. I would like to, I've seen some really nice gains organically with my Instagram following, but I want to continue to kind of keep that at the forefront. So I'm making a goal around reaching 900 followers by the end of the month, and building that just through the connections and doing the 5-3-1 and really trying to actively pursue people based on finding people that I would match with. My personal development, I've had a really hard time getting through High Performance Habits. It's fantastic. It's just a little dry, and I really have to find myself getting psyched up to go read it. So I want to kind of switch gears a little bit, and I'm going to get The Universe Has Your Back. And I do also want to incorporate a daily journaling and manifestation when I'm doing some work with The Universe Has Your Back. Weekly go lives, that was one of the things. Is I have a free group, and today I really thought I just should shut this down. I don't need this anymore. It's not getting me anywhere. But then I talked to one of my coaches, and we kind of talked through it, and I said, maybe this is actually when I'm supposed to dig in and keep putting, even it doesn't require much effort on my part, but it's something that I also don't try to capitalize on that much. So I'm going to see about doing a go live in there once a week, just on a specific topic, like limiting beliefs, and like talking about the very first week of doing the home workouts and what I remember from that, because it is hard to remember. We've kind of set up a little bit of a Snoop group as well, and I want to keep inviting to that. So I think we'll be doing more of the Snoop group workouts. And then one of the things I think Amber was talking about, or Kate was talking kind of about rebranding yourself or changing up your Instagram. And one of the things I really love to do is I love going to Goodwill. I know Amber does this too, and I never really thought of doing it either. Is like, I love going to Goodwill, and I love finding really cute clothes secondhand, but I don't really like take pictures of that and then share it as being like, look at this cute little outfit that I picked up. But that made me think, that's something that I want to either seek out more people that do that, or kind of share that piece of myself, because I honestly had never really thought about it, and I get so much cute stuff when I go. So that was it for me.
Fun. I think we still have time for one more person. I'm going to call out Katie. She knew it was coming. She knew.
know you so well. And I actually appreciate it, Kate, because I'm not the one to like speak up. So thank you. Okay, so I have my Success Club goal as 20, and so I really want to help 10 people. And I broke that down to like 3 to 5 coaches, and then 5 to 7 customers. So that kind of range. If I can get 5 coaches and 7 customers, that's even better. I'm really stoked on MM100. I really like Jericho is like my all-time girl crush. I really love her vibe, really love her attitude. I really love Quarter Force, so I was super stoked when this program was coming out. And something I shared on my stories, which I think is kind of cool, is when I like say I'm going to dedicate to a length of time, that gets really intimidating to me. But if I'm told just finish, like you just have to finish 100 workouts on your own time, on your own pace, like whether that's doing like 2 a day some days, whether it's taking rest days, like I really like to do that pace on my own. So I'm excited for that. I'm doing like the container system as far as meal plan mostly. But I really I like to cook. I just don't cook often because I don't feel like I have time to, but I have more time right now. So I want to dive into like the cookbook and share those recipes. And I downloaded the app Foodie, which is supposed to make your food pictures look really nice and vibrant. And so I've been trying to use that a little bit too. So yeah, just on my social media, not necessarily rebranding, but just I share a lot of selfies, and I like that, but I want to share more of like maybe my point of view of like what's part of my life. And so I wrote down like sharing food, sharing my cats more because my cats are my life, sharing my boyfriend, like us doing things together, and then of course fitness, and then like just going out in public. So like if I go like to the farmer's market, like making sure I take a cute picture there. If I like, go get a cocktail, like go like, take a cute picture with my cocktail, like just things like that. So it's not so much just like fitness selfies. Being more active on social media, really utilizing the Facebook group that Amy put together, because the energy in there is like amazing. And like when you're interacting with it, and if you go through and like 20 people's little comments where they're sharing about their like workout or introducing themselves, like it's just a lot of like cool energy. So inviting to that. Are those scripts, so if Amy's account is disabled, are the scripts that she posted for like MM100 still there, or are they somewhere else?
I think they're still there. Some stuff got deleted, some stuff is still there.
All right, I haven't looked.
If they did get deleted, I'm sure Rachel will repost them, or I can ask or something.
Okay. Because I heard that like that was happening with some stuff. I just haven't looked myself yet, but I want to use those because I've always like try to use the scripts, and then I go like off the scripts, and then it gets wonky, and then you lose touch. And so, yeah, just really being more present and active, and showing, like utilizing the products and showing, what they do for me, talking about the community a lot more, all of that.
One thing I want to add to, and one thing I realized looking at my feed is, and this is literally because I didn't share my pregnancy for a really long time. I got out of the habit of like taking pictures when I was going out, also because I wasn't like comfortable in my body. It's weird when you go through this and you're all of a sudden not comfortable in your body anymore and you're like figuring things out. But like that was something I did that brought up my engagement too. I was like, when you go out, take pictures and like do that and like show yourself outside of like your workouts and stuff. So I love that, and I'm gonna make that a goal for me too, is to get out of the house more and to try to take more cute photos. So, anybody else want to share really quick? If not, you can always post them in the team pages. This is just to like brainstorm and get ideas and some accountability. But I'm really excited for this month with Summit. Even though I'm going to miss it, I'm going to have major FOMO and live through everybody there. But it'll all be worth it. That's what I'm just saying. Like, it'll all be worth it. This would have been my 6th Summit. This isn't something I'm like throwing away just willy-nilly, by the way. This was like a really hard decision, but just being where I am and having the risk that I have and just knowing my comfort level, like I'm just I know that it will all be worth it, but I'm really excited to watch everybody who is going. And yeah, let's just I can't use words. Crush this month and crush this launch and just get excited. And hopefully you guys really just think about where you want to be 6 months from now, what you want your business to look like January 1st, and how you can start that now. No matter if you're a brand new coach, you've been a coach for a few years, you've been a coach for a year, 6 months, whatever, like this is like your time to really grind and to get really clear with your vision and to just like refire yourself up and just really go after it. And I'm excited and I'm ready to make big things happen because I've got like 2 months before this baby comes, and I want to get my life together, my business together, and in a really good place so that I can like enjoy the first few weeks after I give birth. I have no idea what it's going to be like. I'm going to be like reaching out to Amber like, help me. I don't know how to function. Anyways, so thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful night. It was great seeing your guys' faces, and I'm excited to crush this month with you guys. So I will see you later, and I'll have the recording up soon. So bye, guys.